And I'm rolling,
Stand by.
but he's not rolling yet.
How about you, Will? Go for it, Rich.
All right, hello friends. Jason Madar here with the campaign to legalize and regulate marijuana. We have updated our initiative. We met with Tom Dean this week. We changed some of the language. We've got the post-conviction relief language in there. For those of you that don't know, we filed a competing initiative to compete with MPP's initiative. Our initiative includes consumer protections that MPP refused to include. Of course, post-conviction relief, one of the things we just added, is one of those things that MPP refused to include. In the language we wrote, anybody who was sentenced to a marijuana offense prior to 2016, when our initiative would pass, would be eligible for resentencing. So if they'd been convicted of a felony, they would be eligible to be resentenced under the guidelines of our initiative, which of course makes most marijuana offenses under 8 ounces a misdemeanor rather than a felony.
Outstanding.
We also were able to include language that said that the state doesn't actually have to pay back any overpayment of fines. That was the main reason why we didn't include post-conviction relief language to begin with. So we have that now. It's in there. We're looking to refile again the beginning of this week. We're going to have everything looking perfect. We've changed the definition of a marijuana plant to say that the marijuana plant has to have roots attached to it. We didn't want a situation where the police came in and saw a big bush, snapped off a few branches and said, oh, hey, there's 15 marijuana plants. Of course, our definition also still specifically says that a marijuana seed is not a marijuana plant.
Yes.
That was a huge problem with MPP's initiative. Under MPP's initiative, if you bought marijuana from a retail dispensary that had 7 seeds, you would technically be possessing 7 plants and therefore would be sentenced to a class 4 felony with a mandatory prison sentence. We of course don't feel that that's appropriate, so we fixed that language. We've got it looking real good. Beyond that, there's not too many changes. A couple words here and there, but we changed, like added the word annual instead of yearly. Nothing too drastic. We're getting ready to file again Monday, maybe Tuesday. Once we file, we're going to be able to print the petitions by the end of the week. So we'll be able to start collecting signatures. Before we collect signatures, we're going to start training everybody. The training's going to be real light. It's not anything too extensive. It's just basically, learning the ins and outs of collecting signatures. It's real basic stuff. So we're definitely going to be excited to get doing that here very, very shortly. We've had tons and tons of volunteers in Yavapai County, Phoenix, all of Maricopa County, and we went down to Tucson yesterday and found 10 more volunteers who were willing to collect signatures free of charge. They don't want to get paid even if we collect enough money to pay people for signatures.
Which we will.
Which we will. Let's go right into that. We are also this week focusing big time on collecting money. We're going to be meeting with lots of smoke shop owners, lots of people who want to do business in Arizona, want to be able to open up a marijuana business, but would be precluded from doing so under MPP's initiative. Our initiative, of course, opens up the licensing. There would be 1,600 marijuana retailer licenses under our initiative, an unlimited amount of cultivator licenses, an unlimited amount of marijuana product manufacturer licenses. So of course, we're able to seek contributions from anybody in-state or out-of-state that would love to do business here. MPP's initiative, frankly, says that only the existing medical marijuana dispensaries will get any retail licenses.
That's completely unfair.
And that we agree, that is unfair. And to limit the market that way would only harm the consumer. By opening up the market and having a more free market, of course the consumer will have access to a better selection of marijuana genetics and better quality in general. Prices will also drop along with it. And so all around, we think it's good as consumers. I certainly can understand if you wanted to make billions off of the consumers, why that would be bad for business. But that's not really my perspective. So looking forward, we're going to be again printing the petitions by the end of this week. Hopefully, the week after that, we'll start the training and we'll be able to collect signatures. Awesome. Very excited. If anybody